Prevista is a unique seminar-based product, a complete umbrella that covers a career right from its history to its financial quotient and all other related intermediates. If you are ready, we would like to take you through a thorough understanding of our product Prevista. Kindly be with me through the following slides for a clear insight to fully understand what Prevista is all about. Prevista, in its generic term, can be likened to a set of tools which we come across in our day-to-day life. A student needs to first see, to understand how does a career look like in its utmost clarity. A Prevista seminar serves as a scope for the student to have an in-depth perspective, to focus and look intently at his or her own desired career. After one looks at a career, the student then needs to gauge and see the pros and cons of their choice of career. Prevista helps them to gauge the different aspects of the career in relation to current day industry scenario. For example, the prospects, forecasts, upward mobility, etc. Once the student has had a chance to get a clear view and considers the pros and cons of the career, then the challenge remains to chart the right course to achieve their goals. Prevista enables the student to perfectly map their career by involving and engaging themselves with our industry professional and senior advisors. The Prevista Conclave are meticulously planned one-day seminars, covering 4 sessions conducted by a seasoned industry professional and a senior career advisor, selectively handpicked considering their expertise in the related fields. These sessions are based on 4 prime verticals: in-depth career perspectives, logical career analytics and solutions, career mapping optimizations, and professional career linked engagements. In the following slides, I will be taking you through some of the content that will be addressed under these 4 verticals. In-depth career perspectives covers career history, right from answering the question on where and how did it all begin. So, a student in the first vertical hears about the inception on where does a career begin from and obtains a comprehensive overview of the career, and finally hears about the speaker's own personal professional journey. Logical career analytics and solutions. Here, the speaker addresses the student on the career prospects and pitfalls, forecasts and projections. So, a career is not a straight line in its index, but rather has its own seasonal qualifications. And it's imperative that we address these seasonalities, lest the student ends up completing their studies only to find out that their dream career has run its course. Now it's time to move to the next phase of utilizing Prevista as a map. Vertical 3, which is career mapping optimizations. Once we have taken the student through the verticals related to their career, they can then opt to subject themselves for an aptitude test in order to ascertain whether they possess the inherent talents to excel in that particular field. Thereafter, based on the analysis of the results, the students will receive professional counseling to pursue the career in focus or consider other alternatives. In addition to our industry professional, we thought it necessary for the benefit of our participants to bring onto this platform senior advisors from the related career fields who would be addressing on important pointers. Joint entrance exam preparatory advice, where the speaker would elucidate which exams to prepare for, how to strike the right balance between the regular academics and joint entrance exam preparations. If necessary, suggest reputed coaching institutes with good track record for best results, and also some of the prerequisites for students aspiring for overseas education. University information and admission guidance, where the speaker would advise them on the best universities to pursue their desired careers, taking into consideration affiliation, accreditation, facilities, proximity, internships, and placements. He also would outline a general admission criteria such as the minimum expected percentage for securing a seat and also the approximate consolidated fee structure for these universities. Undergraduate career enhancing skills. Here, the speaker talks about which are the major subjects one needs to focus to gain a strong foothold needed for their course. What other vocational courses can the students undertake to establish themselves post their graduation? Internships that would add value to their resumes, industrial visits that would variably encourage them to help understand the dynamics of the industry that they would be a part of in the future. Finally, after our program has successfully presented an overview of the career in focus, the student or parent contemplate on planning for the necessary financial resources to fund their child's dream career. To facilitate this process, our financial associates cater to the student parent with suitable financial packages, mutually benefiting one another. In the last session, we have decided to have it as a one-on-one Q&A session. This vertical addresses that quadrant of questions that jut out due to the varied experiences that the audience have been carrying it in their minds. We have allocated ample time for students and parents to engage and ask questions to the speaker. This will untie any last unnecessary knots and give a fixing bind to the parents and students on any concerns about a career. Let me wrap this session by saying this. Prevista has a set agenda to encourage the young minds and help them think career-wise from their own thought processes and makeup. It has the potential to garner and make waves in the educational front. We are much eager to introduce Prevista to students across our country, and one day I believe we will be able to reach students overseas. This will together help us make a better community and society, and not depressed, discouraged young adults, rather bright minds with enlightened thinking. Thank you one and all for your time and patience.